What's up, world? This is Star Rock here. You can consider this my first contribution to Vlogmas. I don't have the attention span for things like this, so I don't know if I'm gonna vlog every single day until I think Christmas Eve is what the rules entail, but we're gonna try. So let's talk about the season finale of Insecure. I know I'm like a billion years late, but it's a conversation that keeps coming up in my circles. So here's my 2 cents. Okay. Lawrence. I know all these guys are like part of the Lawrence Hive and celebrating his quote unquote victory, but Lawrence did what a lot of hurt men do, right? So, of course, there's always exceptions to every rule, so I'm not saying this is like a blanket thing, but I know from my experiences and just, observing life, a lot of times men who are going through breakups or who are just really hurt after a relationship tend to do what Lawrence did, which is find the nearest piece of booty and get it popping, right? So that was a revenge smash. Luckily for Lawrence, the bank teller was right there. She was available, so he did what he felt he wanted to do. Make no mistakes that stripper put the battery in his back to do that. Remember, she was like, oh, you're one of those nice guys. And that kind of messed with him. I guess it speaks to the whole like, nice guys finish last thing, and he felt like he was finishing last, so he decided he wasn't going to be a nice guy. So he went and called Issa, had her thinking that they were going to work things out, and she showed up and he wasn't there. He did that real petty move, like the petty cherry on top, which was leave that Best Buy shirt hanging in the closet, right? Now, speaking of Best Buy, let's get into this. So a lot of times people feel like, oh, she should have stayed with him because he was a good man. Just because somebody's a good man doesn't really mean that you should stay with them. He lacked ambition, and he was kind of moping around the house and just really, I don't know, like lost and frustrated and not communicating his feelings to Issa. The whole forgetting her birthday thing, that was unacceptable. And it's perfectly okay to be frustrated and to feel lost, especially when you're in a situation where you're smart, you're overqualified, and you've been unemployed for so long, and you know that you can do certain jobs or that you're better than certain jobs, yet whenever you go to these interviews, you just never get hired. That is frustrating. That is even demoralizing. I've been there. I've been unemployed for long periods of time and just got really angry and sad and hurt. And it depresses you. It does. And so Lawrence definitely, I think, was going through some sort of like mild depression. On Issa's end of things, she was on the kind of in a different rut. She had a job that she hated, right? But at the same time, she didn't know what she wanted to do with herself either. And the thing with the two of them, they were both just not communicating. So it was like two ships just kind of sailing past each other. And in relationships, you have to keep that fire going. Neither one of them kept that fire going. They weren't communicating with each other. They were just kind of existing and feeling like, well, I guess this is as good as it gets. Or let me just stick around just because we've been together for a long time. No, you can't do that. You can easily go from being a couple in love with sparks to just roommates. You really have to work on keeping that spark going, and that is where Lawrence and Issa both failed. Neither one of them are right in the situation. They both have wronged each other. Lawrence did not cheat because they were broken up, but what he did was wrong. Come on, like the whole petty tit for tat thing, like really, dude. My hopes for the next season is that they can work it out. It's probably going to take a while because they do both. I think they both just need to be single for a little bit and just kind of play the field, experience the world, experience dating and other relationships, and maybe they'll realize, hey, we really do love each other. We do want to be together, but I don't think it's in the cards right now. I mean, if I was a writer for the show, that's not what it would be for me. Like, it wouldn't be like, oh, they just get back together. I mean, you need drama, so of course they're probably going to play the field for a little while. But yeah, so with the whole relationship thing, though, I think they both failed in keeping communication with each other and really supporting each other. And what happened was their failure to communicate just kind of caused them to drift apart. So they're both wrong in a situation. They both did petty things to each other, and this is where we are right now. So we just have to wait until next season to see what's up. Hopefully, well, no, you know how HBO does. They like to keep us waiting for like a billion years, right? So we probably won't get to really get any kind of resolution or new play out until next year. But that is my 2 cents. Let me know your thoughts. Peace.